SportsNOLA.com. Lenny Vangilder inside our first NBC Bank Update Studios. Pleased to be joined by a real legend in the sport of auto racing, three-time Indy 500 champion, Helio Castroneves. And it's great to have you guys in town for the Indy Grand Prix of Louisiana this weekend, the big race itself on Sunday. Let's start there. Your impressions of New Orleans, of the NOLA Motorsports Park track, and your first chance to race here.
Great place so far. NOLA has been doing a great job. The track is very challenged. It's great for the fans, actually, because it's a flat place, so you can see the entire track. But the corners are actually super fast, so it's going to be very brutal with the G-force and physical. But in the end of the day, it's a great place. We're very happy to be here, and hopefully it'll be a great race.
Yeah, you guys are dealing with new equipment this year with the new aero kits, and you've had a chance to test here, and you've got a race under your belt at St. Petersburg. So really in the last month, what have you been able to learn about the new aero kits, and how do you see that factoring into what you're doing in race 2 of the series?
Yeah, Chevy did a great job, starting with a great package, the aero package that we have at this point. Right now, Team Penske is continue doing a very good job. We know it's going to be very tough, especially when you're going from a street. It's one thing, but when you're going to a road course, it's another thing. We're able to obviously look to small details on data, but it's still very new, still very the package is still not familiar with everyone. And but at this stage, it's great for that we started this season, and now we're here in New Orleans.
Great start for Team Penske. You guys had the first 4 spots in qualifying at St. Pete. You finished 1, 2, 4, and 5. It's unique, isn't it, in auto racing? And you've got teammates, but yet you're competing as individuals. But still, you've got to be happy for the entire team and what you were able to achieve at St. Pete.
Oh, no question. We know that leading up to the qualifying, we said this is going to be hopefully between us. And no question, it was kind of like that way. We continue working together so that we try to separate ourselves to the rest of the field. We know that's going to be hard because this is a very competitive field. And in Verizon IndyCar Series, it's always everybody always going better and better. And but at this point, we're trying to connect together so that we can have a strong team. Hopefully, we have a good problem to have dealing with battling for the wins between ourselves.
Exactly. One of the things that you're known for in the sport of auto racing is your celebration, climbing the fence. Where did that come from? And is there a good enough fence to climb out here in New Orleans?
I'll find one. No worries about that. That's a good problem to have. But it was my first win in Detroit, and I was so happy that I didn't know where to go. I looked to my left. The crowd was going crazy. And the street course is actually easier to spot a fence. So as soon as I stopped the car, I ran to the crowd, basically start climbing the fence, and it was like, wow. Even I was like, what am I doing? But turned out to be a great way. It was a very sincere way of celebration, of happiness, and hopefully we can show here.
One of the things, getting back to here in New Orleans, you were talking about what a great venue it is for the fans because of the flatness, but one of the things I know that you mentioned earlier this week is it's a little bit more difficult for the drivers because of the lack of elevation and the landmarks that the elevation allows you to draw from. We're very flat here in New Orleans. There's not much, speed bumps on the road are about the elevation that we get out there. What does that do, and what can you do to offset that as drivers?
Well, we're racing so many different areas: the street course, road course, high elevation, low elevations, airports. We used to race in airports, so becoming point reference becoming very difficult to find out. So to be honest, we just get used to, and I don't see any issues at this point. Like I said, they did a great job. The facilities are amazing. I feel that the fans are going to really enjoy interacting with us and seeing the IndyCar Series for the first time at NOLA. So it's going to be fun. I can't wait to start running right now.
And that comes on Sunday. This series, I mean, you get off to this start here in St. Pete, and now here California next week, and then back in the Southeast in Birmingham, and then really the month of May is the peak of the season for you guys when you're in Indianapolis leading up to the Indy 500. What is that month like for the teams, for the drivers, as you build towards race day, the day before Memorial Day?
Yeah, so for those that they don't understand, the Verizon IndyCar Series, it's the whole season goes up to August, the end of August, and we go several places, including Canada. And but the biggest race, if you got to pick one race to win, it's the Indy 500, and that's the month of May. So month of May, we say the month of May because we have the Indy Grand Prix, which starts the beginning of the month, and we stayed for the rest of it practicing on the oval part of it until Memorial Weekend. And that's why it's the whole month we stay there, and it's becoming very special. It is a special and traditional race, and like I said, if you win that one, you're the man.
And you've won it 3 times. What is that feeling like to cross the finish line with the checkered flag in Indy?
Well, it's a great feeling. I'm very fortunate to win 3 times, and we're looking for another one. In this type of things, I like to be greedy, and hopefully we have the best team out there. Team Penske is won 15 times, and when you have a great group of guys, a great group of team, prepare ourselves for that. And when you achieve, the feeling it's priceless. So hopefully we have a great opportunity again to do it.
The one thing I guess you haven't achieved at this point, and you've been close many, many times, is winning the series for the year. You've been second, you've been third, you've been fourth many, many times over the course of the last decade and a half. Is that the number one goal left on your so-called bucket list, is to win the series?
Well, thanks for reminding me that. That's very generous of you. No, it's actually good because this is one of the small things that motivates me to go out there and do it. You know, because I wasn't able to accomplish yet winning the championship. I want to for sure, and I will do anything I can, but I would not trade my 3 wins for a championship. So hopefully, if you gotta ask for one, Indianapolis is still the big one.
Now, speaking of wins, we have a lot of female audience viewers out there. I have to ask you about Dancing with the Stars and what you were able to achieve there. Why did you even do it? And the feeling of winning something in a realm that is outside your comfort zone, so to speak. What was that achievement like?
Well, why? I don't know. I still till this day I have no idea why I did it. But for sure it was the sport of the moment. I thought was a great opportunity for us to cross promotion Verizon IndyCar Series into a group, an area that people might not know and about racing. And who would have thought that I not only end up going there, end up winning the competition, which was great. To be honest, it's about a whole combination of having coordination, having a popularity, which I thought the people from racing community was really nice. Having a great partner with Julianne Hough, that's when I won. So all this components actually helped me, but it turned out to be great for me. It was awesome. I totally recommend, especially for the guys, to learn how to dance because it's fun. It's great for your mind. It's a good exercise, and I love it.
Last question for you. Being that we are a station and a website that has a faith-based background, I have to ask you about your visit to the Vatican. With to have an audience with the Pope. It's not something that everyone gets. I heard you went in with a pocket full of rosaries, but what was that experience like?
Well, I'm a Catholic person, and when you have opportunity to be in that stage and able to be in front of a Pope, obviously was the highlight of my in the part of my spiritual area. It was the highlight of my life, besides having my little girl, and it was just incredible just to be able to have an opportunity to be in such a divine presence, and not only myself but my family as well. My mom, my sister, my dad was there too. So it was an incredible moment that I will cherish for my entire life, and certainly I will never forget that.
Helio, best of luck on Sunday at NOLA Motorsports Park, and we will look forward to seeing what you and the rest of Team Penske can achieve out there on this new event on the IndyCar circuit.
Thank you very much. All the best.
And stay with us here at SportsNOLA.com. Much more to come all weekend long from the Indy Grand Prix of Louisiana.